today, the last TechEd Upflush for this year. We've got Don't Trip Over the Nerd. There's a location of today. We have an interview with Marcus Murray. We have the daily item Beauty and the Nerd. And we went to a party from the Springboard series yesterday and we did an interview with Stephen Rose. Who are you?
My name is Duncan Reinenberg.
Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Okay, and what do you do for work?
I'm an independent contractor for a company called Intensity.
Okay.
And my company delivers training and also consultancy at some companies, small companies in the Netherlands.
Okay. Any specialisms?
My specialism is Exchange and SharePoint.
Exchange.
SharePoint services and SharePoint portal server.
Okay, and why are you at TechEd?
First of all, it's really interesting to be here. Like all the sessions, all the people, networking. And there's a lot of things to do here. Doing some exams.
You're doing exams here?
Also, yes.
Is that possible?
Yeah, there's a testing center here at Hands-on Labs.
Oh, that's great. And which exam are you going to take then?
I'll be doing the upgrade from MCC 2003 to 2008.
Well, I wish you a lot of luck and hope you get it.
Okay, thanks. I hope I will, so I'll be finished then.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
At TechEd there are several parties you can go to. Here you see a party organized by the Springboard series.
So, welcome back. I have a guest here, which is Marcus Murray. And Marcus Murray is well known in the Netherlands for his sessions at NGN. And basically, Marcus Murray is the most dangerous person at this event, I guess. Or not?
Thank you so much for the positive introduction.
Well, this is positive because we all like to see the cool hacking stuff, right?
Okay.
So, what brought you to TechEd this year?
Many different things. I mean, I love to be here and be a part of the community. So, I mean, this is the first time in a few years when I'm not presenting. I'm just attending sessions and hanging out with people, and it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah. How does it feel to be at the other side of the room, right? In the chair.
It feels very good, but also I miss being on stage because that's a big benefit too. I mean, to get the possibility to reach out to all the people. But I mean, I can actually party during nighttime.
What has changed in the last few years when we last saw you? Well, what's new in
the attacker world?
In the attacker world.
Wow, a lot of things. I mean, I think it's really important to talk about the problems so that we can understand why we need to implement security. And one thing that really happened is that the attacks are getting much stealthier. So especially when you are browsing on the web, you don't get any feedback that you're hacked. It's just there. So yeah. I think that's kind of scary. One thing that happened yesterday is that it was published that WPA is now easier to break than ever.
Oh, that's not good, huh?
Well, no, of course it's not good, but it's what it's really telling us is that something that is trusted today might not be trusted tomorrow. So when we think about security and countermeasures, we really need to be dynamic, and we can't really rely on static solutions. Like, okay, we implement this security thing now and it's going to last forever. So we really need to think dynamically. And same thing when it comes to operating systems, for example. I think if you want to be secure now, it's so much easier to create a secure platform on Vista than on XP, because it was built in a different time.
Have you had the chance to look at Windows 7 already?
Yes, of course.
For security matters?
Yeah, we're in the TAP program in my research team, and yeah, so...
And is there anything that you specifically like in that product that makes us feel and make us be more secure than in Vista?
It's still an early stage, but it's there are many new things. Actually, new things in Windows Server 2008 R2 also coming out very soon. That is interesting. Right now I'm focusing pretty much on PKI stuff, so one cool thing about that is, for example, that you can have different things happening depending on if you're logging on with a password or a smart card, for example. So same person, if I only have my password, I'm only member of these groups, so I can only access those resources. But if I have my more stronger authentication thing, the smart card, then I'm now member also of these groups, so I get access to more stuff.
Well, I can't help looking at the thing that you've got in your hands. What is that?
Yeah, Doesn't everybody have some stuff like this? I don't.
Well, I like to have a wireless connection to the internet every now and then.
Yeah,
but
no.
I'm not sure what this does. It got 3 of these antennas?
Yeah, this is only actually most of this stuff. This is just small wireless antennas, more or less, with some software in it. So it's network cards, basically. But they work together, and they have some good driver software that can make me do very good passive sniffing on the wireless network. And I can cover more channels simultaneously than you can do if you have only one card. I also have one of these adapters is special. It's a transmitter. So most of these are not, but this one is a transmitter. So I can also inject traffic into streams already. So I can not only listen to the wire and sniff stuff that might be there for private reasons, I can also do stuff with the traffic and manipulate it. So basically what we're doing with this equipment is during penetration testing, we're looking for weaknesses in how people interact with wireless networks.
What do you think is the coolest hack ever? What is the most important hack in history, maybe? You think?
To be honest, I don't have a specific answer to that, but I think, and cool is also, I mean, I really like to follow the law, and I don't want to promote something that is illegal or so, but I mean, big hacks that has been widely promoted and that has affected the way we interact with computers are, in a sense, good hacks because they make people change. When something has a very big impact, I mean, if you talk about the internet worm that happened many years back, I mean, it brought down the internet at the time. There were like 12,000 computers on the web, so it was not the same internet as today, but that started a change. We realized that there is a threat out there, so we need to do things. And I mean, Blaster, Sasser, all of those, they taught us things. So, I mean, those attacks are really bad, but as soon as something happens that really affects the world is also changing. So I think that's like phases we need to go through. And actually, I realized there is another very interesting attack that was discovered only a few months ago, and I'm a bit surprised there hasn't been more fuss about it.
Which one was that?
That's actually I have some of these in storage. No, it's a denial of service on TCP protocol.
Thank you very much, and I think this brings us to the end of the conversation.
Great.
And I'll hope to see you again sometime.
Yeah, I hope to see you too, man.
In front of the room.
Okay.
I like that.
Great, thanks, man.
We're here at the community lounge, and I'm standing here with, what's your name?
Gisela.
And where are you from?
I'm from Argentina, but I live in Barcelona.
Okay, and why are you here at the community lounge?
Because I'm working here. I'm helping all the time the people, and anytime I can do a lot of things. It's not a specific one, you know.
Okay, and you live in Barcelona, so you know all the good spots. What's the best?
For me, Pedralbes.
What's that?
It's a zone. It's you know, the diagonal is this part of diagonal.
Okay, and that's a nice place to shop?
No, it's a nice place to live.
Okay.
But for shop, I think the diagonal is the best place.
Okay, well,
José de Gracia. It's
I didn't know that.
Street, a big one, you will have a lot of brands, and it's really cool.
okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, we're here with Stephen Rose. He's a senior community manager for Springboard Series, and I want to ask him a lot of questions about the Springboard Series. So, Stephen, what is the Springboard Series exactly?
What we've done with Springboard is we've taken all the resources that an IT pro would look for if they're going to move to a modern OS, Vista, Windows 7, etc., and have all the resources in one place. From a cost-benefit estimator, why I want to do this, to virtual images, to your user state migration toolkits, to your taking a look at your application kits. Are my apps going to be compatible? All the way through to the end when you are getting into I want to do BitLocker and all your instructions on how to set up BitLocker. So what we've done is rather than search all of TechNet, which gets time-consuming and difficult to do, we've put everything in one place.
Is there any open source stuff too?
There isn't at this time, but you know what? We're always looking to make Springboard whatever the IT pros need it, and that's really it is my role coming on with the company. I come from the IT community. I'm a two-time Microsoft MVP. I've been an MCT since the NT40 days, and really what I want to do is sit down with the user community and the IT pros and go, We've built this great tool, and people love it. What else can we do to make it better? What are your issues and your pains?
What is Microsoft thinking? Is TechNet not good enough?
I think TechNet's a great tool. TechNet's amazing, but it's so big and so large. One of the great things about Springboard is we're not selling anything. We're not trying to sell Vista. We're looking at people who have bought Vista, maybe went back to XP. Said, I'm going to stay here. Okay, now you want to go to Vista. You realize now with Windows 7 coming, you're going to want to get your users into a modern OS. You're going to want to utilize the security features. You're going to want to get your users used to that, using the search features, really get your dollars worth. By putting all those resources there, we're helping people to get their investment back and to make sure that what they've paid for, they really get to use, and that it's not a daunting task for them. One of the things that we're going to start to do is within our newsletters and our blogs is we're going to reach out to IT pros and we're going to say, you know what? You're an expert in this. Let's have you write an article on this. We talked to somebody about doing something with IP6. IP6 is coming. It's going to be a big backbone for Windows 7, for the next server versions. Everything are moving over. But a lot of people don't realize, why is IP6 important? Why do I want to think about utilizing it?
What do you think Springboard adds to the TechEd attendees?
That's a great question. I think there are several things. I think a lot of people now are saying, you know what? People are talking about Windows 7. Do I just want to skip XP and go to that route? And we say, well, you know what? You're an IT pro. You're probably going to want to make sure everything is compatible. The day that Windows 7 comes out is not going to be the best day for you to probably roll that out. You want to make sure all your applications are compliant, that all your drivers are useful. So you know what? You may be, depending on your life cycle, a good client, a good potential client to go to Vista, to get that, to now start getting the application compatibility done, to redesign your Active Directory to be able to utilize the different features that are in it, to start, becoming more green, because Vista is a more green operating system. So, if people come to those realizations at those seminars, for us to be here and say, you know what, here's the resources to help you now delve into this and make these decisions, it's a great place for us to be. We've also brought in some amazing speakers for the week who have talked on everything from, security to, to deployment. So again, it really ties into what we do. We really look at ourselves as that central location to find that information.
You're based in America?
Yes,
right?
correct.
Right. How do you reach out to the rest of the world? By visiting events like this?
By visiting events like this, by doing MCT summits, by, we do MVP calls. So MVPs get a monthly call from us that they can join in and do. Like I said, we've localized our site into multiple languages. Yeah. We are there for any community that says we need help.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Michel. I'm the director of this movie.
Hi, my name is Frank, and I'm taking notes of all the sessions for my blog all week.
And I'm Ed, and I'm doing camera and edit.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.